Yo, what's up, people? What a food at? It's been too long. I've been off for a while because of school. School is tiring, I just went home and just falling asleep. And I really haven't felt like uploading, so I'm actually back now. I'm used to it now after a few days. And I'm ready to upload a whole bunch of battles. So this is the battle I have versus Andrew. An OU battle. I haven't had an OU battle in a while. So I just went straight into it. I'm using my leader Zelf, Landorus, and everybody else that you've pretty much seen before. Except for that Gallade. And that freaking Sapphire. I haven't used Sapphire in a while. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the battle. I figured that the best person to lead with in this battle would be a Zelf, since he really doesn't have much for it. And I know he was most likely going to probably lead with the Landorus. So he does lead with the Landorus. I was afraid that he was going to set up his own Stealth Rocks. I wanted to go for a taunt, but I figured it be best to set up my own Stealth Rocks. As he doesn't outspeed me, I figure out that he's most likely defensive. As he just goes for a U-turn, and that U-turn doesn't even knock me down to my sesh. So now I figure out that this thing is definitely defensive instead of offensive. So at this point, he's going to go out into his Latias, which is kind of, it's not really the best play because I can just go straight for an explosion on this thing, but he actually double switches into his Landorus. I'm not sure why. As I'm just going to go straight for an explosion at this point. He is going to activate another Intimidate, and that's going to have the damage that this explosion does, which is kind of unfortunate. I wanted this thing to take a full power explosion, as it doesn't even knock him down to the yellow. So this Landorus is still in here. It's still annoying. So I'm just going to go straight into, what did I go into? Yeah, I went straight into my Mega Sapphire. I went on to my Sapphire. I figured that since this thing is defensive, he's not going to want to take a special attack from Sapphire. So I went straight for a Leaf Storm. Giga Drain is a roll, so I figured it would have been better if I went straight for a Leaf Storm. As he goes out into Keldeo, I'm pretty sure Keldeo lives Giga Drain and outspeed me if it's Choice Scarf. So he probably made that play. So I'm actually gonna hit the Leaf Storm, which is great. So this Keldeo is gone. Keldeo is a threat to my Landorus and a whole bunch of my other people, especially if it's Choice Scarf, which I'm assuming it is the way he brought it in. So at this point, he's going to go out into his Bisharp, and I really don't have much to do versus the Bisharp, especially since I'm -2. So I'm just going to switch out into my Rotom to take any physical move this thing wants to do. So I know I wish this thing didn't go for knockoff. So this thing is going to knock off my Rotom's leftovers, which is really horrible. I needed those leftovers. So I went straight for a Pain Split. I planned on going for a Will-O-Wisp, but I knew that he would predict that, so I went straight for a Pain Split to just get as much health as I could back. And I was thinking this thing would go for a Defog, but he went straight for a Draco Meteor. And I was hoping that my Rotom could survive that, but he did not survive the freaking Draco Meteor from Latias. Come on, Rotom, you get your shit together. You're a calm nature. You're supposed to be able to take that. As his Latias lost some HP. I was wondering what type of Latias this thing was, because I looked away when the Life Orb was shown. But I thought it was Choice Scarf after a while, and that played the difference. So I went straight for a Moon Blast because I wanted to get as much damage. The only thing, I knew that nobody really switched into Moon Blast from a Gardevoir, and that Moon Blast does hit Bisharp very, very hard. But unfortunately, I give him the special attack drop, which gives him an attack boost from Defiant. So at this point, I need to switch out, and I'm going to go out to my Gallade, knowing he's most likely going to go for a Sucker Punch, since he really can't outspeed my Gardevoir. So I'm going to go for Shadow Sneak at this point, because what else is he going to do other than Sucker Punch? So he does go for Sucker Punch, and I went straight for a close combat this time because I didn't want him to. I knew that I thought that Bisharp could survive one more, and even with that, just one more piece of HP, he can sweep through my whole team if he's not Life Orb. So I went straight for a close combat, hoping he overpredict. So in that close combat does a lot to Rotom. It knocks it in the 2-hit KO range, as he gets the leftovers. And close combat, I'm pretty sure it's a roll at this point thanks to the leftovers. But I do carry Leaf Blade, which will be able to knock out the Rotom. And that's Rotom down. So Gallade putting in work at this point. So my Gallade is in here as he goes out into his Latias. I wasn't sure. I was still sure it was Scarfed. I'm not sure. But I went straight for a Shadow Sneak. And I'm not sure how much roll it was. I didn't look at the calc. I just went for the Shadow Sneak and I was able to knock out the Latias. I'm pretty sure that it one hit, KO'd. I mean, not one hit KO'd. It KO'd anyway because freaking Shadow Sneak. This thing has attack off the ass. So I knew that my Gallade, it did have a defense drop. And it'd be better to just go out into my Landorus to get that Intimidate off on this Gallade. As he's gonna Mega Evolve, which I knew he was because it's obvious that thing was Mega Gallade. And we have threats in here now. Threats are here. So he actually Swords Dance. And what? You need to stop. You're getting too strong here. So he actually goes for Zen Head, and that's going to do a clean chunk to me. I can't survive anymore as I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. I really can't switch out versus this thing. I have nobody that can take it. As I do get the leftovers, but that doesn't really matter because he can just knock me out with another one. Unless he misses. That'd be great. But he goes for a knockoff for the accuracy, and that's going to knock out my Landorus T. And this thing is a threat, and this inside is at +1, and I'm pretty sure nobody can take it well. So I'm going to go out into my Gardevoir. I looked at the calc, and I saw that Gardevoir will be able to take a Shadow Sneak well, as I just went for the Moonblast, and he didn't go for the Shadow Sneak. He probably thought that he outsped. Again, Choice Scarf Gardevoir putting in work. So the this freaking Mega Gallade does go down, as now he goes out into Bisharp, but that's gonna go down because of the rocks. He shouldn't have switched out Bisharp, man. What you doing? So the Bisharp does go down due to rocks, as now he has the Landorus come out, and I'm pretty sure that my Gardevoir can beat this Landorus because of the Stealth Rock damage. So my Gardevoir is gonna go for the Moonblast, and that knocks out the Landorus. And that was a good game, bro. That was a really good game. And everybody, thanks for watching. I'm sorry I was gone for like a few days. And if you want to see more, I will have more coming up soon. I will be battling a lot more. So thanks for watching as always. And